Lately we've read a lot about clean rooms. See a lot of coverage about them. Why are clean rooms so important?
Yeah, I think they're really important because there's a lot of concerns around privacy today, and as we've been talking about this whole entire event, collaboration is at the forefront of everyone's mind. So being able to collaborate in a safe and effective way, that's simple, that's easy, that's quick, and then at the core of all that is protecting data has been not only a topic as of late, but it's something that everybody's endeavored to do over the years. So it's really all coming to fruition at this point, and that's kind of where it's all stemming from.
And when you talk to people about clean rooms, are you seeing any hesitation to adopting them or any objections, any common objections? And what do you say to that? How do you address that?
Yeah, I think with all new technologies and advancements, there's, I would say, less objections, more educational, right, concerns. It's the same way that addressable was or programmatic, right? There's just this period of understanding why the tech is advancing and what do we need it for. I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that it's difficult and it's time consuming. And I think that's actually like the antithesis of clean rooms is truly they should make collaboration and interoperability extremely convenient. I think that's a core focus of InfoSum is actually mitigating all the challenges and all the time that goes into typical collaborations and making it significantly faster, and at the core of that, like I said earlier, but super privacy compliant. So I'd say that's probably the biggest misconception is that everyone has to overhaul everything that they've ever been doing, and I don't think that's the right way to look at it.
That's interesting. So could you tell us a bit more about some of the use cases or common applications for clean rooms? Like what do you see out there that's really most requested?
Yeah, I think a little bit of that depends on who, right? So if we kind of divvy up the situation, you have your publishers, you have your brands, your advertisers, your agencies, and sort of the data partners and identity operators. And each of them have a different core business and use case. I think from the agency side, we see a lot of planning, a lot of activation, a lot of first-party overlap. From the data side, there's just a lot of efficiencies and speed for overlap analysis and getting audiences out to the proper pipes. Identity is a core topic right now, especially with cookies and deprecation, right? So being able to help bridge together different disparate data sets, whether inside an organization or external organizations, so brand to brand, agency to agency, publisher to brand, and really just kind of looking across different parties without having to share or ever commingle that data or let it leave their possession. So I think the use cases really stem from planning, activation, insights, and attribution and measurement. The holy grail, it's what everybody's always talking about, but those are sort of the core four. But depending on who the user is, the situation could change a little bit, just in terms of what the primary focus is versus secondary.
And finally, Mark, I was hoping you could tell us a bit about what your thoughts are about the future, let's say the next 6 months to a year. Is there anything you expect to see or anything you hope to see, and how InfoSum fits in with this?
Yeah, I think we see continued adoption, a lot more focus around privacy, and at the core of kind of all of this is the clean room space, right? There's a lot of players at the moment, but I think adoption has continued to scale, and I think what I hope to see and continue to see is that adoption taking place, the testing. I think everyone, one of the sort of the challenges in the market is that just like anything new in advertising, everyone expects the new shiny object to fix all of the problems. And while I do think the technology actually does support that, I think we have to kind of start and embrace smaller, like the classic crawl, walk, run scenario, right? But I think just quicker adoption, really diving in, rolling up your sleeves is something that we hope that comes along with this kind of education and testing process. And companies and some of our biggest customers have been doing this for years already, so we're seeing it. I think a wider spread adoption is what we anticipate for the next 6 to 12 months.